Welcome to ChampionsHeart. You can't play boxing. Featuring boxing addict Johnny Farache and friends from superfans to superstars. Let's roll.
Hey, boxing fans. Welcome to ChampionsHeart. You can't play boxing. I'm Johnny Farache, joined by Hall of Fame publicist from 15rounds.com, Mr. Mark Abrams.
What's up, Johnny? How you doing?
I'm doing good, Mark. How you doing up there in the frozen winter wonderland of Philadelphia?
Well, it's probably like 3-4 inches of snow that started this morning, but other than that, everything's good.
All right, good to go, good to go. We got a lot of boxing going on, that's for sure, this weekend. Let's go back over what happened this past weekend, because a lot of things, starting with obviously the big news of Josh Warrington getting stopped by Mauricio Lara by technical knockout in the 9th round. Wow. Tell me your thoughts on that fight. There are a few things to talk about.
Very surprising. I mean, this was supposed to be a stay busy kind of fight for Warrington, as he was supposed to fight maybe Khan Zhu in a title clash. Warrington gave up his belt so he wouldn't have to make another mandatory against a fighter that he'd already previously defeated, Kid Galahad. So there's just to stay busy. He hadn't fought in over a year, and just to get to the next fight. Sometimes the best laid plans don't happen. Mauricio Lara did not get that memo that the title fight was going to happen. And now I know there's a rematch clause. I don't know if they're going to do it right away. I don't know what's going on. But now Lara, he's now being ranked in a lot of the organizations, a lot of the independent rankings. So Don King once says, yesterday's nobody's tomorrow's somebody. So
that's right.
Mauricio Lara is now the tomorrow's somebody.
The first knockdown. That was tough, and a lot of people talking on whether, that should have been stopped there. Warrington was undefeated champion, and I get it. Yeah. They let him move on, but he was pretty hurt.
Yeah, he was hurt, but I mean, he worked himself back into the fight in spots. He had some success here or there during the fight, but it was too much to overcome. He started getting beat down, and then that 9th round, it was a pretty vicious stoppage. We saw the oxygen that was given to Warrington. Like you said, we'll see what happens with Warrington. Lara, I'm sure, who wasn't really that thought of before the fight, may now get on the radar of some of the champions himself if a rematch doesn't materialize right away.
Well, let's see what happens there. Also in action, Richard Commey back in talks in the lightweight division with the big knockout in the 6th round over Jackson Marinez.
Yeah, Commey looked good coming back again. He'd been off for a little bit more than a year after being stopped by Teofimo Lopez in the 2nd round at Madison Square Garden back in December of 2019, I believe it was. And he looked very impressive against a good, solid fighter. I'm not going to say Marinez is a great fighter, but he gave Rolando Romero all he wanted, and most people believe he should have gotten the decision in that fight. So it's a good, solid win for Commey, who now, again, will be on the short list, whether they're title fights or fights against some significant guys in the lightweight division. We've been over time and time in our talks, Johnny, with all the depth in the lightweight division. So there's plenty of opportunity to be out there. He's with the Bella, and he part of the deal for giving Teofimo the shot was he get a fight back on ESPN. He got that done, and if that relationship still happens, there's some other lightweights from the fight. Plus, there's lightweights on some of the other platforms. So whatever Lou decides to do with Commey, there's definitely an opportunity for them to get a significant type of fight.
Yeah. What a great division. Like you said, we spoke about it a lot. Great division. You got Nakatani in there. Now you got Commey back in the talks of it all.
And some of the rumors are that Nakatani, who they say that they were trying to match him with Lomachenko.
Lomachenko, I heard.
And then there's rumors about Devin Haney taking on Jorge Linares now. Ryan Garcia, whether Pacquiao, I don't know if that's going to happen. But, there's going to be opportunities for everybody.
Right. And while we're on the lightweight division real quick, the Teofimo, the purse bid in
supposed to be actually today, but due to the snowstorm, the IBF, which is located in New Jersey, they're getting hit pretty hard. So they actually canceled the purse bid. I don't know when it's going to happen. Probably within the next couple of weeks, I would imagine.
Okay.
So,
okay. How do you think that shakes out? Do you think Top Rank's going to stay in there and have it?
Honestly, I do not know what's going on inside anyone's business or thought processes when it comes. I don't know. Teofimo was, pretty outspoken during his interview during the fights on Saturday night and said, if so be it, if someone else bids on it, it goes on another platform, DAZN, Fox, Showtime, whatever. That's where it's going to be.
Yep.
I wonder if this delay in that, maybe cooler heads will prevail, and Top Rank and Top Rank and Teofimo, maybe they get on the same page. Maybe they don't. I don't know. I mean, I editor's note, I do work with the Lopez manager, but I don't get into any of that stuff with them.
Right.
So your guess is as good as mine. So we'll see what happens. It's I know a lot
Boxing
of people,
Writers Manager of the Year, so I'm sure he'll manage.
David McWhorter, yep.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll manage it properly. Saturday night as well. What do you take of Jo Jo Diaz's draw with Rakhimov?
Well, I thought the fight could have gone either way. So, I mean, I'm fine with the draw. Diaz did some good things, but obviously I thought that, because maybe, the weight in 3.5 pounds over and, maybe he wouldn't get the benefit. I mean, I know one has nothing to do with the other, but you know how this political game goes. But,
right.
I suspect we'll see a rematch, and, Diaz. Actually, you know what? I think they're Rakhimov against Ogani now. I think is going to be ordered by the IBF. Ogani's the guy who got a very gift decision over Tevin Farmer a few years back, and so it looks like that maybe Rakhimov and Ogani will maybe fight for a vacant belt.
You think Farmer and Diaz will meet somewhere down the line?
I have no idea. I mean, obviously, it's been a bitter war of words over the social media between them two, and since the first fight, who knows? Who knows what's going to happen with them two?
All right. Well, also on the card, Brian Castano put his name in the junior middleweight talk. Took a strap from Patrick Teixeira. This weekend. And
that's going to set up because Castano, he's aligned with the PBC, and Al Heyman,
Charlo.
And the other 3 belts are held by Jermell Charlo. So I expect that fight for all 4 belts. Hopefully we'll see it. And it's a really good fight too. I think it's a really good fight.
You know what, man? Look at this. Look at all the divisions that are actually really unifying. Yeah, lightweight, junior lightweight, heavyweight's going to align, junior middleweight's going to align, super middle could align, if I'm not mistaken, if people like, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, no, it's good. Let's hopefully it all happens. Unfortunately, and I don't know if you mentioned heavyweight, looks like they're going to all want to. The problem is once you get a guy with 4 belts, you can't make all 4 mandatories at once.
Right.
Then they get broken up again. But it's always good to, at least for 10 minutes or an hour or 2 days, if a guy has all 4 belts, to establish himself as the guy at that division. It's really good for the sport. Especially for guys on the, who are hardcore followers of the sport, who will then know who are the quote champions, the champion of that division.
Yep. And if welterweight can get it together, we'd love to see that happen.
Yeah,
of course.
Easier said than done.
Yeah, that's for sure. Last night on Showbox, Janelson Figueroa Bocachica beat Mark Reyes. Majority. That's a fun fight, actually.
It's a good fight. Bocachica is a fighter who I do some work with the split team management, and he's a excellent young talent. Mark Reyes showed last night that he belonged to be mentioned as well, as some of the top young welterweights. I believe he's just 24, if I'm not mistaken. So, it was a good fight. That's what Showbox was all about. 2 undefeated guys kind of looking to take that next step forward. And, I think Bocachica took a little bit bigger step than Reyes, but I think Reyes also took a step as well.
The big Mexican brawl, man. Miguel Berchelt, Oscar Valdez. Wow,
Great
what
fight.
a battle.
Great
man,
fight.
I'm excited. Hey,
Very
by the way, would
excited.
you call this a 2-pizza weekend?
Could be.
Okay.
Could be.
Okay.
Could be. I'm just trying to think. Well, the fight Saturday afternoon between Evanescence and Kelly, it's a nice fight. It's a good fight. It's a good fight for Kelly to see if he's real or not. You know, Ray Robinson kind of, I thought beat him. But maybe a pizza and a slice or two. I don't know if it's pizza.
Okay, that's a good for an appetizer though. Like you said, the earlier day fight, Josh Kelly and Evanescence. That's a good appetizer.
It's a shame that that Carl Frampton got hurt.
Yes.
Next weekend would be Frampton and Herring in the afternoon. You got Canelo at night with a little PBC action. So that would qualify for a two pizza. I don't know. So get back to I like Berchelt. Valdez, a good fighter, very exciting fighter. Gets hit a ton. Berchelt's an animal. I think I like Berchelt by, let's say, TKO 8-9 somewhere. In there.
Right. And all action possible fight of the year candidate already. Just based on,
it's going to be fun for sure.
Yeah, that's going to be great. I mean, I'm super excited for fights like that always, man. Always. Also on that card, Gabriel Flores, Jason Velez. That should be good.
Yeah, well, Flores is a guy. He's going to hopefully get a guy like Velez on his resume. Velez, who's fought a lot of guys at 26 and 30. Flores is an emerging talent. So I expect Flores to come through with flying colors. Probably either get very, very late stoppage. Most likely, I think an easy decision win.
Right on. Another showcase fight, Elvis Rodriguez. A lot of talk. Yeah, good fight.
Against Luis Alberto Verón. Yeah, I like good fighter. 10-0-1, 10 knockouts. Freddie Roach. They expect big things from him in the next maybe 2 to 3, 4 fights.
Nice. Awesome card. Also on the card, our homeboy down here, Xander Zayas, young Xander. Yeah, it's a little step-up fight for him against James Martin, 6-rounder.
James Martin from Philadelphia, fights from one of the promoters I work for, King's Promotions. James Martin, whose father fought for the light heavyweight championship of the world, Jerry the Bull Martin. And a good, tough kid. Nice little test for Xander Zayas.
Yeah, James Martin's undefeated himself, right?
No, he's 6-1, I believe.
Gotcha, nice. Great test for him. I know he's been working hard, and he's been down here, and in his camp, kind of segues into the next Adrian Dronner, the problem. He's been sparring with Dronner, and what do you take of his comeback?
Sorry about the yawning before. So, it's been a long day so far. Obviously, Broner brings excitement. We haven't seen him since he's fought Manny Pacquiao a couple years back. We'll see what he has left. I don't know much about Giovanni Santiago, what he's going to bring to the table. But Broner, we expect him to say something crazy, call somebody out.
Right.
The co-feature a lot of people are talking about with Valine and Dominic Brazil.
Yes.
I like Valine in the fight. And I think the most competitive fight might be Robert Easter against Ryan Martin to lead off the show on Showtime on Saturday night.
Nice. I see Rashid Warren's on the card as well.
TV.
That's off TV. Okay. Right on. Great boxing this weekend. That's pretty good stuff. What else you got over there? Anything else on hot off the press there for 15ounce.com?
No, just keep going to 15ounce.com for all the latest news, videos, audio, press releases, everything.
Press conferences. I know you do those live press conferences all the time.
We've got all these live press conferences we're streaming. Trying to keep up with the news. It's the best boxing website.
That's right, man. Well, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate all your contributions to the world of boxing.
Always an honor.
Keep on rock and rolling. All right, brother. We'll see you again next week. Till you then, you dream big, live large, love life, and stay warm.
Yeah, I'm trying to stay warm. Thank you.
All right. Best of your news, man. Thanks.